Hello, and welcome to BOIImpact. I am Elo Odibo-Madaki. On this edition of the program, we'll be showcasing an aspect of the Bank of Industry advocacy role in boosting financial inclusion as well as inclusive growth through easing access to funds and business support for micro, small, and medium enterprises. BOI recently increased advocacy, holding interactive forums with the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, the Nigerian Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, NACCIMA, and the Nigerian Association of Small-Scale Industrialists, NACCI, for the disbursements of the federal government's 75 billion naira manufacturing sector fund and the 75 billion naira MSME intervention fund. Similarly, the Bank of Industry recently held another forum in Abuja with key representatives of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACCIMA. The interactive forums are part of BOI's strategic initiatives towards revitalizing Nigeria's industrial landscape and empowering its key players. With these activities, BOI is reaffirming its commitment to supporting Nigeria's economic landscape through financial services, capacity building initiatives, and the promotion of an ecosystem-based industrial development. The theme of the session with NACCIMA was driving SME development through strategic partnerships. The participants and BOI discussed strategies that will foster industrial growth for businesses across the country. Here are highlights of the forum. In his opening remarks, Divisional Head of Business Development at the Bank of Industry, Obarosa, said the event will foster a relationship between the bank and the organized private sector.
The Bank of Industry, as you know, is Nigeria's foremost development financial institution. We've been around since 1959, and NACCIMA, from the record, was also established in 1960. And the BOI was established to play two key roles. One, provide financing to support industries, either new, existing, moribund, or you want to revamp an existing operation. We are also supposed, in the process, to also provide capacity building and business advice services to our customers. So there's a twin relationship between the objective of NACCIMA and that of Bank of Industry. So this session is for you. We want to hear directly from you issues you think we can work together to develop our country, working jointly together, because we cannot do it alone. We need that feedback. Your members are our customers, and so from that perspective, we need to hear from you in designing products to better the future of our country. So I want to, on behalf of Executive Management, my MD, welcome all of us to this session.
In his keynote speech, the Managing Director and CEO of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashpo Olusi, emphasized the critical role the private sector play in the economy.
Today is more than just an event. It's a collaborative milestone, a reflection of our shared vision to create a thriving industrial sector and a critical step in driving SME or corporate development through strategic partnerships. Last December, a similar engagement session was held with NACCI, NACCIMA, and MAN to build strategic partnerships. We also signed an MOU with your esteemed association, NACCIMA, under the same vision. This agreement underscores a simple truth. We as BOI recognize the fact that we cannot transform Nigeria's industrial landscape alone. The journey to sustainable economic growth must be driven by collaboration, innovation, and a shared resolve to address systematic challenges. Under this agreement, we have also begun making strides through our joint efforts on the implementation of the federal government's loan program. Several of your members have already applied for support under the FGN MSME Fund, and we look at strengthening this participation. The Bank of Industry stands as your partner in progress, ready to support at every step of the way. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, together we have the potential to transform Nigeria's economic landscape. Let us approach today's session with a spirit of collaboration and innovation. As we deliberate today, I urge you to keep in mind that we at BOI have come up with 6 thematic areas of impact that we will focus on and that critically align with Mr. President's Renewed Hope agenda.
BOI's Chief Impact Officer, Dr. Uche Nwachukwu, outlined the bank's corporate strategy.
We have developed our 2025 to 2027 strategy, which has the overarching ambition to spearhead Nigeria's sustainable and inclusive industrial development via tailored offerings to support underserved and high-impact business segments. By this, we hope to drive job creation, export promotion, import substitution, poverty reduction, and industrialization. This ambition is anchored on 4 key pillars. The first is focusing on high-impact sectors and MSMEs. The second pillar is on expanding value proposition. We're enhancing our financial and non-financial products to better serve MSMEs. Our aim is to make financing accessible and aligned with the operational realities of Nigerian industries. The third pillar is optimizing our delivery channels. Accessibility is a cornerstone of this strategy. We are currently present in all but 3 states across the country, and by the end of this year, we will be available in all the states in the country. Moreover, BOI plans to deploy a user-friendly digital loan application portal, ensuring that MSMEs can easily access funding. The fourth pillar is diversifying our capital base. Recognizing the need for sustainable financing, we're exploring innovative funding mechanisms such as sector-specific funding for infrastructure and other catalytic investments. BOI will also continue to engage development partners to secure long-term affordable capital so we can transmit the same to our MSME customers.
Divisional Head Interventions at the Bank of Industry, Yinka Adegboye, enumerated the application process of the 75 billion naira MSME Intervention Fund.
We have 200 billion naira that we're managing on behalf of the federal government. One is the 75 billion manufacturing fund, which provides up to 1 billion naira to beneficiaries. We also have the 50 billion naira, which is grant. And there's a 75 billion, which is the one I'm going to be speaking about, which is for nano and micro, small and medium enterprises, depending on the size that you need. This fund is a maximum of 5 million naira. You just have to be registered in Nigeria to be able to do business. This covers startups and existing businesses. The pricing is 9% per annum. This loan is for a maximum of 3 years. It also has a moratorium. Moratorium means you do not have to pay for a certain period. It covers interest and principal moratorium of 3 months within the 3-year period. In terms of the way you can apply, we have a dedicated portal created for this. You can walk into any of our state offices. There's always someone in there who can walk you through the process. In terms of the security, we accept personal guarantees. 1, personal guarantor. Because you're an association and you have, my understanding is you have, your membership runs into millions. People can cross-guarantee themselves. So there can be 2 people who want to borrow. You can guarantee each other as long as you can demonstrate that you have enough capacity to cover the exposure. What are the sort of documents that we require from you? They're basic documents. Right, we need your registration certificate, we need your BVN, we need your NIN. Right, of course, we have basic other issues, identification, which we all know, driver's license or your passport or voter's card. We also need the notarized sworn statement of net worth by your guarantor, right? And we also need your bank statement for enterprises that are already in business. What that does is to enable us run a check and be able to determine how much you can be eligible to access. You know, as we collaborate with you, we would like to leverage your membership. At the end of the day, we're hopeful that we will be able to get a lot of your members to access this fund.
Speaking with the BOIImpact crew, participants lauded the initiative, expressing optimism about the potential for improved collaboration and innovative solutions to challenges faced by the private sector operators.
As part of our strategy is to ensure our members are able to access financing at very short notice. This will make sure that whatever productivity they're going to be able to engage in this fiscal year will happen during the year so that government can also generate revenue for the increased productivity. And we fully support what BOI is doing. Today in the hall, several of our members has also benefited individually. And now we are having a platform which we can actually have a national benefit scheme in the sense that all the businesses across Nigeria will have a platform to engage BOI. We tend to work closely with BOI to make sure we optimize this to increase production in Nigeria, to also increase productivity so that government can get the necessary taxes without the necessity of increasing taxes. So BOI is the gateway to developing Nigeria.
It's a great initiative, and I'm really personally impressed by the BOI's passion to make things work, most especially for small businesses. 5 million naira given, without much demand on collateralization for our businesses, small businesses, is a huge achievement. And I saw the requirements, and it's so beautiful. It's easy to access, and I'm really impressed about that.
We have a lot of women that are having problem of asset and finance to start business. Women are the most entrepreneur in the society because we believe that for them to be able to carry a baby and deliver it after 9 months, they are managers. They can manage anything. So with this as opportunity now in collaborating with NACCIMA, it will go a long way to grow more women in business.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
BOI as a development bank has in many ways increased job creation in Nigeria. I'm not the only one. Several other companies BOI has provided funding. But for us, I must take an example as a company. At the time we came in with our set-top box factory, the BOI came quickly. In less than 2 months or 3 months, not only did they appraise us, but they released the money. So in terms of economics, you can say that BOI has helped in growing Nigerian GDP. BOI also has done outside job creation, outside growing the GDP, because BOI, from my experience with them, is one of the intervention banks or development bank that help small, medium, even large business, because we're large business, we're not small businesses. So they are providing quick funding for us, and that, I say, has helped this economy to grow in electronics, in manufacturing, in other sectors, even in agriculture. They've been involved in what I mean in value-added agriculture. So for us, BOI has done well in terms of economics for Nigeria.
You're watching BOIImpact. The Bank of Industry has taken another significant step in its commitment to promoting sustainable finance in Nigeria with the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with FSD Africa. Established in 2012, Financial Sector Deepening FSD Africa is supported by the UK government through the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office FCDO to make finance work for Africa's green economy. This MOU with BOI will mobilize funds to bridge Nigeria's $27.2 billion yearly climate finance gap. This aligns with one of BOI's 6 thematic areas, which prioritizes climate and sustainability as one of its key focus areas. Under this partnership, FSD Africa will deepen BOI's sustainability finance proposition, providing technical assistance, strategic guidance, and capacity development initiatives. These resources will better position BOI to offer tailored lending solutions and business support for Nigerian climate-focused projects, further solidifying its position as a key driver of green finance in the country. The MOU establishes a robust framework for collaboration, enabling BOI to expand its climate financing portfolio and support enterprises committed to sustainability. This partnership will deepen BOI's impact in fostering climate-resilient economic growth across Nigeria. Speaking at the signing ceremony held at BOI's head office in Lagos, Managing Director and CEO Dr. Olashupa Olusi said, "This partnership with FSD Africa is a critical step in our efforts to promote climate resilience and sustainability as one of our central pillars of our operations. Together, we'll pioneer innovative solutions that address the challenges of climate financing while unlocking opportunities for businesses and communities across Nigeria." The head of Economic Development, Climate and Energy at the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, Sally Woolhouse, described the partnership as a significant step in addressing Nigeria's climate resilience.
This partnership is part of a much broader strategic partnership between the UK and Nigeria as a whole, which was formalised in November, the signing of a strategic partnership by our Foreign Secretary in Abuja. And this is part of a push to forge new and different, more collaborative relationships with countries of the global south, of which Nigeria is a truly significant player. So this partnership reflects our vision of a prosperous and resilient Africa that benefits from both local as well as international investment. So we've touched on climate finance. It's great to hear it's such a growing space for this institution. It is an obvious opportunity for Nigeria right now, and we're really keen to partner on that. We know that public funds alone can't address the scale of the climate crisis, and so partnerships such as this between BOI and FSDA play a pivotal role in creating platforms that attract investment, deepen financial markets, and further foster inclusive economic growth.
Chief Financial Markets Officer at FSD Africa, Dr. Evans Osano, reaffirms the institution's shared commitment to advancing the climate finance agenda in Africa.
When I was looking at the background information, I noticed that it's the oldest. It is the largest, and indeed has been very successful in its mission. And for it to be successful, it has had to be very innovative. And that's very much aligns with our own mandate at FSD Africa. We have a mandate to deepen the financial sector across Africa, not for its own sake, but in order to meet the real needs in the real economy and the developmental challenges that Africa faces. One of those challenges, of course, is climate change, and we have to integrate climate imperatives in our thinking. It's what we call future-proofing our investments. And many times we look at climate change as a risk, but it also provides a lot of opportunities. So I'm very excited by these opportunities that we create. So we are very, very excited about this opportunity. I'm very excited by the fact that the Bank of Industry is already putting in dedicated teams, champions in place that can be able to drive this. And I believe if we can work together and also build the capacity within the Bank of Industry and also the market, we can be able to multiply and magnify the kind of impacts that we can all achieve. So we are very excited and looking forward to this partnership.
The Bank of Industry continues to expand its footprint in climate-friendly investments. Among some of its customers that have keyed into the bank's sustainability agenda are Free Recycle Limited, incorporated in Nigeria in 2018, with a vision to be the leading recycling and rubber manufacturing company in Nigeria. The company aims to recycle 500,000 scrap annually into reusable eco-friendly products, hence reducing the challenges of waste tire management in Nigeria.
With the support of the Bank of Industry, we intend on increasing our recycling capacity by starting recycling of PET bottles, metal, paper, electronic waste. We also intend on having multiple recycling sites in strategic locations across Nigeria.
Vertis Agro Limited's cutting-edge technology and experienced team allow it to consistently deliver top-notch products through the use of cashew nuts to produce the cashew butter and other products.
Bank of Industry, they are our partners. They are our friends. We started together and we're growing together.
Green Source Farm Produce Limited produces organic mango chips and yam flour, thereby controlling wastage of farm produce, enhancing food availability, creating employment opportunities, and facilitating markets for agricultural products.
We are not compromising the ecosystem in our process. And so these clear issues, we say we have keyed in and we are coming on, and we feel that we are making traction.
Armada International Limited is in the business of wood processing and production of pallets, which are supplied to local and international companies in Nigeria. With the support of the Bank of Industry, the company recently diversified into biomass production by drying and grinding waste wood generated from the sawmill section of the company to sawdust, which is later compressed to produce pellets and briquettes, which can be burned by thermal conversion and used for energy in industrial and domestic operations.
These waste material, we are using them as our material for production. In the factory, any waste now is under usage of production to produce biomass.
Apart from supporting recycling and turning waste to wealth, the Bank of Industry is also playing active roles in lighting up and powering Nigeria through the provision of highly concessional funding solutions to renewable energy companies. Renewable energy provides healthy and sustainable alternatives to the continuous use of fossil fuels with long-term cost-saving advantages, which is why the Bank of Industry is supporting companies like Oxano Solar Limited, Energy, and Blue Camel Energy. For example, Blue Camel Energy has been innovative in assembling and distribution of solar photovoltaic components for over a decade. It designs and integrates solutions that cut across various levels of energy demands. The company has also established a Renewable Energy Training Academy at its plant in Kaduna.
BOI came in when we were at the early stages of picking up in the assembly plant, and the facility has helped us to leapfrog and get enough funding to purchase equipment and also supplies for our production. It has made available products for our customers to continue to come and take, and that has generated a lot of cash flow, which it has led us to now begin our expansion program. So it has been very impactful, I would say, and we look forward to taking the next move.
BOI's collaboration with local and international development partners underscores the bank's commitment to laying a foundation for sustainable growth and development and catalyzing positive changes in the Nigerian economy. To access BOI's products and services, please visit any of our offices closest to you. You can also visit our website www.boi.ng or our verified social media handles. To watch past editions of the program, kindly visit www.youtube.com and type in BOIImpact in the search area. That's it on this edition of BOIImpact. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. Thanks for watching.